You're listening to Kickoff on talkSPORT with myself and that cough in the back. Danny Mills, the former England defender, is here alongside me, reacting to the England squad, of course, named a little bit earlier on today. I guess the main headline is that Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold was included among 4 right-backs, of course. Bukayo Saka also in the squad. No Jesse Lingard after his great form at the end of the season. Let's speak to a former England defender, ex-teammate at Tottenham of Harry Kane and at Hull City of Harry Maguire. Michael Dawson, how are you?
I'm very well, guys. How are you?
Listen, we've had a bit of an argument for the first hour or so. I don't think there needed to be 4 right-backs. I'm not going to lie to you, Michael. I don't really see the need for it. I think there could have been an extra central midfielder, particularly as Jordan Henderson hasn't played the last 16 games for his club. And also, Harry Maguire's a risk. He's a risk for the opening group game. Gareth Southgate has confirmed that. How do you think a missing Harry Maguire will affect England in that first match?
Yeah, well, that's a surprise, isn't it? 4 right-backs as good as they are. But I think a big key for us is Harry Maguire, a guy I know personally, and how good he was in 2018. And how much Manchester United have also missed him in recent weeks. And he's key for England, defensively in both boxes. What he brings is, and the way we play, whether we play a 4 or a 5, he's going to play on the left-hand side. So if he's not there, and you say there, he's a worry for the first game. It's slightly concerning for England, whether it is a 4 or a 3.
Michael, I don't. Harry Maguire, you're right. Harry Maguire's the key to all of this. I think if Maguire's fit, you play a flat back 4. If he's not, then you have to switch to a 5. And the problem is we're weak defensively. That's the big issue for England compared to times gone by. Not as strong. This thing about 4 right backs. The thing is, I keep asking people. So leave one of the right backs out. Who else would you take? People are telling me James Ward-Prowse. I'm going, is he really going to come on and win you a Euros?
No, I get that, Danny. But you're talking about form, Jesse Lingard, right? Should we say we've got enough?
That was the one surprise.
Yeah, that was a surprise. But you go, look at our creativity up top. I just worry in the middle of the park, and knowing we're probably going to play, he'll always play with 2 defensive, whether you play a 4-3-3. It was against Poland. It was obviously Phillips and Declan Rice. Declan Rice hasn't played an awful lot of football in the last stages of the season. Jordan Henderson, I think it was February since he's played, and Calvin Phillips. So you've got these 3 out and out. Jude Bellingham can play there. So that's your only concern.
Mount can also play there as well.
Mount can play there. And you look at Mount's been fantastic. And I set up, was he going to be a 5 when I've done some work earlier in the day? Is he going to be a 5? And you talk about Grealish and Foden and Kane. We're so blessed with our attacking threat. And like you say, defensively, how are we? Who is going to replace Harry if he's not fit for the first game? That is a question. Tyrone Mings, is he going to play left of the 3 with John Stones in the middle? Is Conor Cody going to play in the centre? All these questions are, if Harry's fit, he plays, and it changes if he's not fit.
And this is why I think there's the option of. See, I put it in as it's two wing backs in Reece James and Trent Alexander-Arnold, and 2 right backs in Walker and Trippier. And actually, Trippier and Walker can both play on the right-hand side of a centre-half. And I think they're both a very, very good option if you have to play a 3, if there's no Harry Maguire.
Kyle Walker, Kyle Walker's played there, and in 2018 in the World Cup we played, and it was Stones and Harry and Kyle Walker, and Trippier was obviously the wing-back, wasn't he, where he was so good, and that's what's probably maybe he's taking 4, and you can go on. It's such a tough job for Gareth Southgate, Danny. You know what it is. It's a hard job.
And listen, if he was taking 4 right backs and leaving Phil Foden out, I'd be all over it.
Yeah.
But he's taking 4 alleged right backs and he's leaving James Ward-Prowse out, who I don't think in a month of Sundays is going to play. You're going to need 4. You're going to need 4 injuries for Ward-Prowse to get on the pitch, and that's so unlikely to happen at that stage. Because if you're getting 4 injuries in the first 3 group games, you're going out anyhow.
Yeah, well,
you're coming home early, aren't you?
That's one thing. And you talk about Lingard, but what Gareth's done there is he's made a connection. You see in 2008 the positivity. I think Gareth is a fantastic person and he's got the squad to stay there, Danny. I can imagine you getting told you went to the Euros, or you'd be thinking, well, do I really want to stay here? But he's made that group knitted together, for the 7 are going to be so disappointed. You can imagine, you can feel their pain, can't you?
Definitely.
The squad. Do you want to stay? Is Gareth testing them? No, I don't believe he is. I just believe that's the way he is. He'll have been very open with them. They're all approachable. He's so approachable as a person, and I think he's made that. Some of them are probably going to play in the 2 friendlies because we've got injuries. It only takes an injury. He can then call one of them up to the day before we play Croatia. So you're not out and out of it yet. It's just it's one of those when you do pick 4. And Danny, you'd have liked to be in the right back now. You might have even still been there, mate.
Oh no, he said if he had 5 good ones, he'd have picked them. I would have been good enough.
Michael, listen, you played with Harry Kane at Spurs, of course, when he was coming through. Do you think his situation with the club is going to affect him this summer at all? And also, how do you think England keep getting the best out of him? Because since the World Cup in 2018, his game has changed. He's more of a creative force. Will that side of his game almost be diminished by the fact he's got so much creative talent around him?
Well, I mean, look, that was one of... You can always talk about Watkins not going and Saka going. So he does come deep. We've got runners in behind. We've got so much pace. But we've also got players that interlink. Grealish, Mount. We've got so much talent. We are blessed with it, as good as you can ever imagine. But Harry comes short. He can create. He can run in behind. He can score all types of goals. What's been going off the field, I don't think it'll affect him. I just think he's an absolute model pro. He just worked so hard, day in, day out. Nothing ever affects him. You never read about him, anything that's going off the field. So I think his mindset, look, he's still got 3 years left at Spurs. We're seeing what's coming out in the media in recent weeks. I don't believe it'll affect him, not at all, because he's that mentality from such a young age that he's focused, and his aim will be to help England, captain England, and score goals.
And Michael, he wants...
as a person, as a player.
Not only does he want another golden boot, he also probably wants to lift a trophy as well. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Because that will give him even more options if he does want to leave Tottenham.
Yeah, of course. And what he's done over the years is put him on the worldwide stage, and captaining England, wow, proud moment for him, and lifting any trophy and in your home country. What an opportunity! It's going to be tough. There's some top teams out there, but we've got some incredible talent, and I'm excited as a fan to be watching them and cheering them on.
Michael Dawson, former England defender, thank you for joining us on Kickoff this evening, speaking about Maguire and Kane, of course, the 2 Harrys in the squad. And also just, I think, some positivity from Michael Dawson there. He just can tell how much talent is in this squad and how far we can go. But I guess that increases the pressure on the manager and some of those individuals as well.
Kickoff with Hugh Wozencroft, Tuesday to Thursday night, 7 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.